as fuck. I'm not doing this again. Oh, yo, it's lit actually though. I went. You know, it's a lot of squirrels here that do like, you know, ever seen dogs do that like low crawl shit? That's like this. That's not the first time I've seen a squirrel here doing that. I don't know why they do. I guess that shit like it look like a ninja trying to sneak around. Look, he's still going. It. Alright, nigga, get to the bush. Get to the bush, nigga. Nigga, get to the fucking bush, dog. What are you doing? Because his car's coming, nigga. Go. There you go. Yeah. I can't talk about that. It's wild. My nigga made it, though. And then he just started, right? That nigga made it to the promised land, boy. Oh, no, he's still going. That nigga made it to the promised land and farther. I'm so intrigued by what this squirrel is doing. Wow. I needed to say that out loud so I could feel grounded in what I was doing. Alright, I don't know where the squirrel went now. Seemed like he went to that tree, or it went to that tree right there. Alright, so that's it. Right, so what's lit is the first video I uploaded on Twitter when I was live streaming, it had fucking got corrupted because the fucking phone got too hot and it ended that shit. And when I turned the phone on, it just would never load. But today I went back on Twitter, which I want to say is 2 days later. I don't know. And that shit loaded, nigga. I was like, oh shit. And a part of me was like, so I guess what resonated is just keep both videos up there. Just leave it up there. Fuck it. So, wow. Let it be. Alright, so I made a realization yesterday, right? Because I'm like, why the fuck my intuition still got me in this motherfucking Target parking lot, bitch? And it's not even like, wow, because all of it is for a reason. Oh, shit, right? And I'm like, I realized, I think yesterday, or the realization started to grow yesterday. Can I talk about this out loud? I guess if I'm here. It'll stop me if I'm not supposed to. It's something I'm supposed to face, right? And so, mind you, I know how my mind works. I know how my intuition be showing me stuff because it knows how my mind works. I was staying at the Walmart parking lot for the longest. The Walmart parking lot over there, it just feels like the safest. Like, I don't know why, but it just feels... I do know why, because it's the safest, right? Right now, I've been staying at the Target parking lot. Now, the difference is, nigga, I ran out of gas. And it's not... The situation is, if I could go get more gas right now, then I would. And you know what? The thing is, I probably can, because there's always an avenue to do something. But it's about what resonates, right? And whatever resonates right now is me being in this motherfucking Target parking lot. So I know a lot of what I've been dealing with is the root chakra, and then Target being red, it being the fucking circle as the logo. So I'm sitting here and I'm kind of like, oh shit. I just thought about this painting that kept popping in my mind that was showing me like the energy of this painting. You're about to enter that kind of like life. And I was like, what the fuck? And in the painting, there's a red circle, and it kind of like it's like waves. I wish I could show it. And now that I think about it, very much resonates with the Target logo. But I know it's deeper to be about like the root chakra and the focus of the root chakra. And I'm also feeling right now the healing of the area of that root chakra, and you know how that affects the sacral and da-da-da-da-da, right? And what I noticed there was, what was changing was there was this pattern where, because my root chakra was all, you know, how it was, because I happened to grow up with, you know, sickle cell and feeling like I needed to rely on everyone, right? I'm the youngest, so I always looked at everyone else and just took pieces of their path to form my own. But when these people left or disappeared or, grew in life where they couldn't stay behind with me, I didn't know who to follow anymore. And I didn't know how to pave my own way. I didn't know how to be grounded enough to just, all right, this is where I'm at. Here's what can I do? I didn't have none of that. So a lot of my life was basically me just like pushing forward with my head down and just pretending like everything was fine. And it felt like I just had angels around that made sure I got through alive, right? That's what a lot of life has felt like to me, because I haven't been able to process a lot of this shit. And so I was sitting with myself and I felt this like feeling where I used to have a lot of sickle cell attacks, and it's very much the left hip of like victim mentality, victimhood, not standing in your power kind of shit. And like I said, root chakra, sacral chakra connection, right? And so you have to also look at it like the end of your spine is connected to your pelvis, hip area. So all that shit is like a really big thing, right? Sex is physical, right? But what was I saying? What I realized is there, and I'm only surprised that I'm speaking about it because it's pretty early. Like, I just truly discovered this shit. I kept saying things like, okay, I can actually speak. I'm just trying to understand the energy of this. I kept saying things like, I need this. I need this. My needs need to be met. I feel like the word need needs to be removed from my vocabulary, because as long as you're saying you need something, you're speaking the energy of needing something, which needing something is the energy of you don't have it. Right? It means you don't have it. You're in the state of not having it, right? So I felt that, and then I felt like, okay, what's under this energy? What's under this? Because there's a lot of trauma there. There's a lot of trauma and energy that needs to be healed and strengthened and da-da-da-da. So I'm like, what the fuck is under this? And then I was like, wait, I need to speak my power. I need to say, I have this. And when I said I have this, all the density that was in that leg and that area, it became light. It became very light. And I was like, oh, that's the cheat code right there. I have to just say I have this shit. I have it. I have. You know what I'm saying? And another thing with this is, don't go into like, oh, I'm going to manifest this, I'm going to manifest that. No. Just go into whatever resonates, right? If your intuition says use your power to have this in your life, then you speak on it, right? But a lot of this, I'm surprised I could speak this much on this. A lot of this is the programming of our parents that was like, oh, you can't have this, and da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da, right? A lot of what they were doing was basically stripping us of our power, right? Because, again, when you're spiritually aligned, you know what it is that... How could I even word this in the new way? You know what it is that aligns with your... You know what it is that aligns with your soul, your spirit, your intuition, your consciousness. So you speak on that. We didn't know that as kids, right? At least not consciously, right? Subconsciously, yes, but consciously, no, we didn't know. But that's what it is. Now, my thing is that's mixed with sickle cell pain, root chakra stuff, and da-da-da-da-da. But now there's a new energy here, and I know for a fact that energy is cleaning out all that density. And now it's shown. This is why the project is about facing your demons, right? So going back that's why I'm still in the Target parking lot. That's why I have no gas. It's not an accident. It's on purpose. This is a spiritual experience, a spiritual moment, right? It's saying you not going nowhere till your ass face this shit, nigga. Right? I've always avoided a lot of physical root chakra shit because it's more dense. Nigga, even the energy here is more dense. Nigga, I felt safer at Walmart, which is crazy because Target is for white people. So I was like, how the fuck I feel, you know what I'm saying, here? But that red energy, damn, hella fucking dry ass skin came off this shit. I don't give a fuck. I've been here for like several weeks, like I said. But the beautiful part about this is it's a spiritual experience, a spiritual awakening. I'm spiritually stepping into more of my own power, and it's a fucking amazing. So it's that. It's basically speaking that shit, right? And I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I used to try and speak on that in the past, and what would happen was, it was like this thing of like my father would show up, like this picture of my father would show up. And a lot of times in my life, being around my father used to make me feel small, right? And it still does. And it's very, like how I said, that Leo energy is very much, it's all about me. This nigga's 60, he's still on that shit. It's all about me. And it's like, and if you start, it's because he's out of balance too, right? You have to understand it. A Leo aligned, they gonna shine, and everyone around them gonna shine. But out of a line, what they're gonna do is anytime you shine, they subconsciously gonna step on it or try and take away from it. And I'm the type of person, I gotta shine to the max. I'm like the sun. When I'm out here, I'm blazing in this bitch. I gotta shine to the max. So it's almost like you gotta get, and my intuition told me this shit too. It was like, you have to get away from your father. He is probably he's the biggest problem in your life into why you're not aligned or why you're not this, that, and the other. He's the biggest. Fuck all these feelings, fuck all this, that, and the other. Look at this shit for the blunt, cold truth. When you're not around your father, you start becoming a man, right? And you can go into sickle cell, delayed maturity. I never was able to work jobs. My whole story is different. That's another video, right? When I'm not around my father, I start becoming a man. I start buying tools to fix shit, fix this. I'm gonna fix the shower. I'm gonna do this, da-da-da. Like, I start just doing that. I start taking care of shit. I take the garbage out, da-da-da-da-da. What does that also tie into? When I was around them, I'm feeling the old nigga energy, supercell, sickle cell, special cell, whatever you want to call it. It starts absorbing. I also figured out why I can't call it supercell or really anything, but I'll get into that. I start absorbing their energy, and then I start feeling like sick doing that shit, right? So for my whole life, I wasn't taking the garbage out because it physically would bother me, and that was like sickle cell. But really what it was is I was around my parents' old nigga ass energy, and I was absorbing it, and it was making me feel like an old ass nigga. That's all it was, right? Like, that's all it was. Because when I was I stayed away from my parents, and the environment didn't resonate, but I stayed away. I started to fix shit. I started taking the garbage. I was doing everything. And I was like, holy shit, it's their energy. That's all it is. It's their energy absorbing it. Now I realize why I can't call it supercell, sickle cell, special cell. Is because labeling this shit puts it in a box. Labeling this with English words puts it in a box. And that doesn't resonate with me. Now, I will say the box of supercell is better than the box of sickle cell. The box of special cell is better than the box of sickle cell. So, you smell me, but I can't. Because I can intuitively feel it's still a box. It's a bigger box. It's a way bigger box. It's a better box. It's still a pendulum shift. I still think it's good, regardless. But I don't think I'm going to say it. It might slip out every here and then. I don't know. You never know. But that's it, right? It wants me to face something. That's why the gas is gone, bro. These are the type of spiritual experience that if you're not intuitive, you're going to be shitting on yourself. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I ain't doing that, da-da-da-da-da. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Niggas don't know what type of shit I've been through. I don't give a fuck. So, beautiful couple walking, right? So a part of me is just kind of like I'm figuring out the message. Like, I'm here to face something, and that was it. Even though I was facing it, I guess I just gotta face it deeper type shit. So that's kind of where I'm at, right? I realize, like, it's that red energy. Wow, I'm starting to see certain things that played out. Oh, yeah. So is that everything? That's everything with that. Huh. Okay. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. Nature keeps telling me, like, that I'm like a king. Right? And don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't need to say that. Or I do need to say it. It's not no egotistical shit. Right? It's on some, like, this is what fucking nature is showing me, right? It very much reminds me of a Kanye song. Kiss it goes sometimes, right? Kiss it goes sometimes. Kiss it goes sometimes. When I was a little kid, I don't remember if I was daydreaming or what the fuck it was, or it was a dream. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I remember seeing an angel in my kitchen, or at least what looked like an angel. I don't know if it was an angel. That's the scary part. But I just remember it kind of looked like Yue when she went to... Nigga, that's crazy. I just tweeted that shit like 2 days ago. I just tweeted UA. Oh shit. But that's crazy. That is what it looked like. It looked like UA. Like the way she was glowing and shit, and like she was like all white like the moon. It was like that. Let me get this out the sun. What am I feeling? Oh, I was feeling this being. So it's very much like that. Right? Like I have one of those gifts where I could see who has spirits around them. I could see it and I could sense it. So when he's like, kissy ghost sometime, kissy ghost sometime, kissy ghost. I love that album so much. Kissy. That album actually helped save my life. I was going through my spiritual awakening when that fucking album came out. And it came out around my birthday. That's one of the reasons I loved it so much. That shit really helped me, bro. Shouts out to Yeezy and Cudi. I used to fuck with Cudi a lot. But, you know what? That's the conversation for another day. That's a conversation for another day. Because Cudi helped save a nigga life, too. I'm not going to hold you. So, oh, yeah. They also say in the song, that's a king, right? Like, that's one of the things. And I see, like, nigga, look how many gifts that my intuition, that nature has given me. I have so many gifts unlocked that it's insane. The only thing that has ever questioned my ability to be a king is that I physically am not, like, I don't match up with people, right? Like, you go into the animal kingdom, like, these niggas that's kings, like, they say lions and all this other shit, they matching up with niggas. All right, we out here, nigga. I've never physically been like that, right, because of sickle cell. So it's always questioned my, like, ability to be a king. And I also feel like I'm like Shango, right? I have that, like, I don't like lying, bro. That's why I'm going on the internet and I'm, exposing my skeletons. I don't give a fuck. I don't like lying. I don't like misguiding people. I don't like none of that shit. I'd rather just tell you the truth. Straight up, nigga. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, right? I'd rather just tell you. That's just something. I'm the type of person, I don't like to lie. I just don't. It's just one of my things. I love telling the truth. I don't like to lie. So, right, nature keeps, like, heralding me a king. And I've always looked at, like, other men as, like, they're ready to get aggressive. Very quick to get aggressive. And I'm not, like, quick to get aggressive, but I also want the threshold. I was about to say, what is this woman doing? I also want the threshold to be ready to be aggressive if I ever need it, right? Warrior in the garden. That's how I really see myself. And I know that's how I am, because I could sense my, like, warrior spirit. I could sense that shit. When shit go down, I'm ready there, right? So, for example, that's why I was thinking about that yesterday. Yo, we had this experience, right, where I was asleep in my room. Damn. It was my girlfriend at the time. It was me and my girlfriend at the time. We would sleep in my room. I think my sister was in her room, and my dad was in his room. And my mom woke up, like, in the middle of the night, and she's like, where the fuck is my phone at? And so she goes to the car, and my mom comes in the house screaming and shit. And everybody's like, yo, what the fuck going on? And my mom is like, somebody was in the car, like, somebody was, like, sitting in the car. Like, they were in the car. They was probably going through that shit, because where we lived was, like, technically the suburbs, but it was right next to the hood. So it was, like, you got the best of both worlds, right? And here's a side note. You could also, like, study the fuck out of your parents, but you could also, like, I looked at this and realized, like, oh my God, this is the literal combination of my parents. My mom grew up in the suburbs. My dad grew up in the hood. This is probably why we live here, because his energy's right there, her energy's right here, right? So whatever. And I don't mean to say it in the hood is like, nah, I don't need to say that, nigga. We not gonna sit here and act like shit ain't what it is. We not gonna do that, right? So, right? So, what the fuck was I saying? Right, so this nigga was in the car and shit, right? My father heated. He like, what the fuck? Like, my father was like a Marine, my nigga, so he be on that type shit. My father, fire sign, high head motherfucker. I don't care what nobody says, high head motherfucker, right? My dad has a lot of good energy and, like, joy and silliness to him. It's just, he a boomer, nigga. Them niggas emotions don't exist. They not real to them niggas. So, right? So, this nigga, he get in the car, right? And I'm like my dad's like ready to chase this nigga down. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, fuck, right? So I'm like him and my sister, these niggas ready to go. I'm like, I don't know if this is what we need to be doing, right? I'm like the voice of reason. I'm like, I don't know. Did I even speak actually? I probably was sitting there. I don't know if I spoke out or not, but I remember sitting there like, I don't know if this is what we supposed to be fucking doing. Like, I don't think this is a good idea, just because it's not like we came out here with weapons, nigga. Like, what the fuck we gonna do when we find this nigga? Our fathers at this time is probably 50 going into his 60s. We don't know shit. Nobody has scaled the situation. No one's doing anything, right? So I'm kind of sitting here like, I don't know if we should be doing this, right? But me watching my father and my sister, they on go time, what the fuck you think I did? I went and got and sat in the back seat, because I'm gonna go along, right? I'm gonna fucking go. I'm not just gonna let y'all niggas, I'm going, right? But I just sat in the back seat, and I'm like, all right, well, let's just see how the fuck this shit. This nigga's speeding through fucking the neighborhood, nigga. This nigga's running stop signs. I mean, full speed running stop. I'm like, oh my God. I'm in the back seat like, this nigga is wilding. I'm like, oh my fucking God, right? And so we ain't find the nigga, thank God, right? I only say that because, like, this some hot-headed shit. What the fuck was that gonna do? Nothing. It wasn't gonna accomplish anything, right? And I get it. The smartest thing here to do was, okay, I get that. Maybe scare the fuck out this nigga. Sure, go ahead, right? He might have seen us all get in the car like, oh yeah, we coming for your ass, nigga, right? And like, scare the nigga. But why don't we go home and set up cameras and lights in the house so motherfuckers know they being watched? That solves that shit. Anytime somebody walk through this driveway, the shit go off. That's what the fuck we need to be doing, right? So I'm all cool with, let's go scare this nigga, let's find this nigga, whatever. Let's also just get lights and cameras for the fucking driveway so this doesn't happen again, right? Like, that part just didn't ring off to anyone, right? But whatever, I went along with it. So now, I forget why I bring this up. It was very, very similar to like to me, the ability to go do that is on some king shit, right? And I'm not saying I have the ability to go do it, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna avoid it because of the physical issues that I had to deal with growing up. Nigga, I wouldn't want to fight a girl. If I overexert myself to any degree, which is basically just using the body, if anyone has sickle cell knows that at the time, but things are different now, but whatever. If at any moment your shit start to act up, do you think anyone's gonna stop? Guy, girl, doesn't matter. Do you think anyone's gonna stop and beating your ass? No, adrenaline's already taken over. They're gone. Waste of time, so I just avoided shit. But it's like, I always felt like a king needs that. A king needs to be like the strongest warrior, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. That's how I've always looked at it. I'm like, okay, I get the mental shit, I get the emotional shit, and I get the spiritual shit. When it comes to that spiritual shit, I do be feeling like that nigga, right? I'd be like, yo, I got hella gifts, nigga. I'm like, damn, right? But at the same time, that physical be making me feel like a bitch, right? Like, even throughout all these gifts, all this awareness, the physical being the way it's been makes me feel like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, you be feeling pussy, because it's like, you look at what other men do and who they call pussy, who they call strong, and it's like, I don't know, man, right? But I don't know. Being here, I know I'm like facing that type of energy, that root chakra energy, and it's being healed. I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of forgot the point of what I was speaking about. Kissy ghosts. Go sometimes, kissy go sometimes. What was the other thing? Something about the root chakra, sitting with that. Right, there's a power there. And there's probably more powers there. This is just like the walking through the door power. Like, this is the first power that showed up when, like, for example, I spoke on how, like, when I was first waking up, my dreams started becoming insanely vivid and true. Right? The next The thing with this is that first power is probably just you have, when you're aligned spiritually and physically, you probably have the power to walk around like Jesus, right? Just, oh, y'all niggas need a wine? All right, we're going to turn this water into that shit, nigga. Just like, skedaddle, nigga, skedaddle. Clap. I know where this energy is coming from. I ain't going to go into it, but whatever, nigga. Like, just bam, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or niggas be like, boom. That shit is funny as hell. I'm not about to do it. I'm not. I don't like jumping on like trends and doing other shit because other people are doing it. But what's probably going to come is there's going to be a time where people probably stop doing it, and then I'm going to want to start to do it. It happens a lot, but whatever. Damn, nigga, I was about to do it. Hold on. All right, my intuition ain't doing good, so I'm good. All right. Right, so it's just this physical shit, right? It's just this physical. I got to shift my entire perception on this. So it wants me to sit here and face that. So I found the king in myself mentally. I found it emotionally. I found it spiritually. It's wanting me to find the king in myself physically. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, shit. So part of me like, how the fuck I do that? When I'm supposed to feel like a king because I've been sleeping in my car for 3 weeks, nigga, in the fuck? Alright, let me calm down. I just need to sit with it. I should get some juice. I don't feel like walking though. Can't get it don't. Right. So my thing is, what would a king do physically right now? A king would find a way to get the fuck out of this situation without necessarily going to others for help unless it absolutely resonated. I already know my way out this fucking situation, bro. I already know my way. I got 3 pair of AEs in my trunk right now. There's a Plato's Closet right over there somewhere. Just fucking go sell them. And then I have enough gas money to go. But here's the thing. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Because I can't go back. But I don't necessarily know where to go forward. So I'm kind of like, I don't even know where I would go anyway. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, even if I did ask somebody for help, where am I gonna go? I can't go back to the old shit. Like, I would rather sleep in this car than go back to the old shit, nigga. Right? So it's like, can't do that. What the fuck else am I gonna do? What the fuck else am I gonna do? Yeah. Where is this coming from? Nah, that needs to be acknowledged. I'm gonna need clarity on that. I need to know where. Nah, nigga. Nah, hell no. I need clarity on that. Nah, hold on. Okay. Nah, hell nah, bruh. That is the point of you finding yourself physically as a king, nigga. Because you're grounded, you're rooted, you're tapped in. What others are doing has nothing to do with you. Alright. That is some other shit. That's some other shit, dog. But you just gotta trust. Alright. Yep. Alright. Okay. Hey. I see. So, something I used to experience a lot was being, like, very, very affected by people. That's crazy how fast that came in alignment. Being affected very, very much by people physically, right? Like, if, say, I was dancing or I was doing this, that, and the other, don't speak on it. Okay. Say I was dancing, I was doing this, that, and the other, like, someone's attention on me, I could feel it physically, and it would be overwhelming as fuck. Like, even when I recorded myself playing basketball, before I did that, I was just shooting, having fun. Every shot was fucking going in. The second I recorded myself, I felt like an entirely different person, and I could feel like there were eyes on me. And it shifted the state of my nervous system, right? Like, that's what it is. Like, the nervous system, the state of it was being shifted. So it then becomes, okay, what the fuck can I do about that? Make my nervous system stronger, da-da-da-da, like, I don't know. But I think that's something that has to be grown, or I have to heal, or unlock a new gift. Ooh, let's go. See, like, in that moment, I didn't just come up with it. I could sense it. But it was like, it was so light. And then, like, when I spoke on it, it just lit up. I'm like, yeah, I like unlocking gifts. This is what I'm talking about. I know how to unlock gifts. I know how to do a lot of this spiritual shit, and I know how to do it for others. I can sense it, nigga. Literally. I don't know. Right? So, so, I need something to drink. I'm getting some juice. Or I might not. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I might. Alright. Is that it? I'm kind of hungry. The thing is, you know what's really crazy too? I've been sitting here for I don't know how long, and I have not been eating. Like, since I've been in Target, like, I have literally not been eating. I've just been drinking juice, and I've been pretty fine. The one day yesterday, I went and got chips and cookies like a fucking... And that was the first day where I was like, damn, this shit, my leg kind of feel weird. So when I was drinking something that was just hydrating me, I was fine. But the second I went to go eat some fucking... chips and cookies are like the worst thing ever. But, you know what I'm saying? I was fine. It's not like the juice I was drinking was the fucking healthiest. This shit fire, though. I'm not gonna hold you. I came across this shit, nigga. Oh my God. Probably not the healthiest. The shit says 30% juice. That's fucking alarming. Right? It's a lab experiment. Purified water, aloe vera juice, aloe vera pulp, apple juice from concentrate, cane sugar, pear juice from concentrate, citric acid, natural flavors. What the fuck is that? Ascorbic acid, calcium lactate. Lab experiment. But whoever did that shit did they motherfucking thing, because that shit is delicious. Nigga, this shit good. Where the other one at? Did I throw it out? I did throw it out. This one and the one that's aloe vera and honey. Oh, I really want to try the watermelon and peach, but watermelon make my stomach hurt. Right? Like, every time, I love watermelon. It's delicious, but it make my stomach hurt every time. And it might be cleansing me. Right? Somebody said that to me. It might be cleansing me and shit. But, like, nah. Every time I eat watermelon, my stomach goes into the biggest fucking knot I've ever fucking felt. And that shit is not worth it. I'm sorry. In the back of my mind, it's like, what type of nigga is you? So, and then the other one is, like, cranberry and pomegranate. I think pomegranate does. I think I scared it. A dragonfly just fucking flew in my car. It flew in front of me. But it kind of scared me because it didn't look like a dragonfly. So I probably scared it. It came back. Those my friends, my nigga. Dragonflies is my friends, bro. They fuck with me very, very heavy. It didn't look like a dragonfly. Ooh. The messages is messaging, nigga. Right? So... that first butterfly that had landed on me, I think it was the first butterfly. I was looking at it and I was like, it looked like the inner part was white, right? And I'm like, usually butterflies are like black. So I'm like, is this like, there was a part of me that was triggered by its physical appearance because it didn't look like a full-blown natural butterfly that I was used to. And so a part of me was just kind of like, is this a moth pretending to be a butterfly? But like I kept trying to figure out, and I fucking Googled it. And it was like, no, it was a butterfly, nigga. And I was like, oh shit. And I think, damn, I know where this is going. This is going into like disassociative identity and like you being something, but like because you're not grounded in yourself and your identity, you almost feel like an imposter inside yourself. It's fucking crazy, but I know what that is like very, very much. I see. That's why that was brought up. My intuition brought up two crazy ass things the last 2 days. And I was like, what the fuck you got going on? And then I realized what it was. That's fucking different. So, what the fuck was I saying? Disassociative identity. Somehow dragonflies. Something with not being grounded. Oh yeah, I was talking about the butterfly. I thought it was a butterfly. But I was bothered by it and it scared me. Right? And it was like, wow, like it's triggering something. I don't know if it's like I'm judging it by its physical appearance, something physically, right? How it feel. Like when you ever look at somebody beautiful and it make you feel good, and then you look at somebody. This is the best example I could come up with. You just look at some other shit and you be like, yo, what the fuck, right? It's something about that, like it triggers a feeling kind of thing. And so like it kind of scared me. I'm like, the butterfly's still beautiful. It just, is this really a butterfly? Like I was questioning the fuck out of it. But somewhere in this vicinity of energy and information, the point is a physical thing that needs to be healed on the physical level. Now, I've actually very much for a long time have struggled to see myself and look in the mirror. And it's mainly physically, because as you can see, nigga, I don't get lineups. I don't like people touching me. And one part of that is these motherfucking barbers don't listen, bitch. Like, you see how my mustache hang low? Hang low, sweet. Right, you see how my shit hang low? I like my shit hanging low. Don't touch it, bitch. I don't want you to. I don't care if it's crooked. I don't give a fuck. If this side longer, don't touch it, nigga. That should be making me want. I'm not paying you. Suck my, right? It triggers that. I don't like feeling like that. So I'll just ignore it and let motherfuckers slide. Let me get my phone out the fucking heat. Right? I like it. But I don't want this long ass beard, right? Because my skin gets dry under and then it gets miscolored and shit. So I be wanting them to just shave all of this shit. Cut my mustache like here, because I got golden hair in my mustache. Fire, nigga. That shit hard, right? That's like a family trait now that I think about it. My cousin has that shit too. Oh, that's a king, right? So this shit, just cut my shit here, right? I like it wild. Just cut the bitch here. No, not the bitch. My mustache, my beard ain't no bitch. You bugging, right? Cut the shit here. Cut this beauty here, right? Do the same shit here, nigga. You see my shit hanging down? I like it like that, bitch. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the biggest cheat codes to eating pussy is having a beard that's loose like this. They love that shit, right? Whatever. Whatever, right? So cut it here, and just shave all this shit. Keep this nigga here, this king here, right? And just give me the triangle shit. I like that. And then give me the little goatee thing, the little just end of the chin shit, like Michael B. Jordan. That's all I want. I want my shit clean, but they don't be fucking listening, bro. So I started doing it myself, and I'm like, I don't have the patience for this. Nigga, I'd have to do this shit all the time. I'm not doing this shit all the time. I'd rather find a barber that just fucking listens, and I'll pay the nigga. That's how I feel. I'll find a fucking barber that listens, and I'll pay the nigga. I don't want to fucking deal with all this extra shit. Okay, is that my energy? It's not my fucking energy. I fucking knew it. Right, so how did I get here? Right, so I struggled to look at myself in the mirror because it's like I wasn't taking care of myself physically and shit. I didn't know how to take care of myself physically, and nobody was teaching me how to take care of myself physically. And along with that, looking at myself physically would actually, on some degree, would trigger like this. Right, for example, it would trigger the mode of feeling, right? Say when you look at someone beautiful, you feel good. It would trigger feeling. Now, I have had a very love-hate relationship with feeling because I spent my childhood going through extreme amounts of pain. So my relationship with feeling itself has been very like a lot of times I'll be subconsciously avoiding feel. This is why I used to run away from girls that I actually liked, because the second I felt something, I would black out and subconscious would take over. All right, you need to get to safety. Just get the fuck away from her. She's triggering something you don't know how to heal. Get away from her. Right? So that's really what a lot of that shit was. And all of this is root chakra. Damn, it's showing me to face all of this. But I feel like I have been facing all of this. But I guess I'm supposed to talk about it. I don't know. It's always something extra and more. Okay. Is there more to this or that's it? There's more, but I feel like damn, this seat is hot as fuck. God. There's more to this, but I don't know what exactly it is or what I'm supposed to go into. I feel it. I feel my leg. The leg. Figure it out. The leg. Alright, so should I just go through? I'm gonna just go through the process. Alright, so the first thing I saw was basically I was punching the fuck out of somebody, specifically my father. There's a lot of anger towards my father there because he just used to make me feel like shit all the time, and I hated it. And a lot of what it was the type of energy he was carrying. Now I see myself crying because really what's under anger is just a bunch of fucking sadness that is stuck. And then I just turned into a phoenix, and I'm basically on fire in different colors, but the fire's not burning me. It's like a spiritual fire like that of the dragons in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And now I am setting the planet on fire. But in the sense of, that's funny as hell. I remember being in the gym, and I remember just walking, and sometimes that's meditative for me. If I just go for walks, even if it's at the gym. And I had this feeling I was supposed to set the world on fire, right? And I'm I don't know what that means, but I've always had this kind of vision of doing that. But the fire was purple, and it was a cleansing. It was cleansing all the bullshit that was here. And then, whatever, can't go into that, right? So then it's that, I'm setting the world on fire, and it's cleansing it. But it also feels like I'm destroying the evil, which to me, I just thought that's what the cleansing was, but it feels like I'm actually destroying the evil. Right? It very much feels like, if you've ever seen it, this is gonna be a fucking wild ass example that I don't care, fucking, right? The show Lucifer, which is crazy, and they basically change the description of the devil, and how the devil is not truly this evil person, but how the devil is just someone that brings out the desires in people, and that he doesn't lie, right? That's just, he just doesn't fucking lie. And I was oh, okay, this is kind of alarming. I'm seeing too many of these features align. But they basically paint him as he's not evil. He's basically the guardian of hell. He keeps all these evil motherfuckers in check. That's his power kind of shit. And that's a power that I could sense that I have, but it's under all this bullshit, right? And what's under all this bullshit and trauma and programming is all of our powers. All of it. All of our powers, all of our warrior spirit. That's why a lot of black people are afraid of water, right? Once black people get over that fear of being in water, we will probably go right back into being Atlantis and fucking the Earth's dominant beings, right? Whatever, however you want to word it. That's what a lot of that shit is. That's why they very much made sure these niggas don't ever let them acknowledge the water. Once you acknowledge the water, bro, you become intuitive and all this. Not even become intuitive. You unlock your intuitiveness and merge it with I don't want to say merge it with your consciousness, because it is your consciousness, but you grow that ability. And that shit will literally lead you in every direction there is to healing, unlocking yourself, and being powerful, which clearly our people fucking need. the earth needs. It goes way bigger than all of that shit. And it goes bigger to some shit that I don't even want to fucking think about. So, yeah. Yeah, that was it. And then I see myself flying away from the planet. Oh, and that's it. That's everything. I faced it. Yeah. Okay. That was a checkpoint. Oh shit. It's always like that, bro. It always keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper and shit. But it was like I was like Broly. Like I was like dummy level powerful like Broly. And I have not reached that episode of Dragon Ball Z, so you know what I'm saying? I can't really go too deep into that. But I've seen Broly. That nigga look different. That nigga like double the size of everybody and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm at right now in Dragon Ball Z is where am I? Oh yeah, I think they fighting Majin Buu. Yeah, they fighting Majin Buu, the fat nigga. So yeah, that's what I needed to face. There's very intense anger there. That's what I've been afraid of. I've always been afraid of hurting people. But yeah, there's very, very intense anger there that's been stuck. And it's in more than my leg. That's in a lot of different places. God damn. Yeah. Alright, I can't speak on that shit. Alright, that's it.